They are fully healed. You have back all your spell slots. You guys have all your health back. Oh, Lord. Just to let you guys know...
and all temporary above health points have been taken away to just...
They're gone. They go away after an hour.
Well, because I have had 9, and I have 11 temporary, so...
Yeah. So, just meta for a second here. The tapping was the guard.
That was unbeknownst to Gil. He just was not having any of this. And I feel had he been paying attention to the direction, he would have been a bit more disgruntled. But the tapping stopped and he was fine. Thank you, by the way. That was well appreciated.
So, because for the first time in this town, though, you guys actually noticed that the guard wasn't a human, though. The guard was a tiefling. So he has a bit of a sense of humor.
Was he tapping with his tail?
No, he was tapping on the wall. So he just and you wake up. Y'all head downstairs. Orange just sees you passing this kitchen and he's like, "Lauren, you guys want soup?"
Gil will just kind of look up from his double blankets he's wearing wrapped around himself to fight the chill still. Soup sounds nice. What kind is it? Water or dirt?
No, I don't serve that. It's pigeon stew.
Much better. Please, double helpings for the rest for all of us.
You said double, right? So 6 copper.
Nessus just slides it over there to him.
All 6 or 2?
All 6.
Cool. I had it. I was just trying to figure out which one I wanted to pull it from.
So,
because they have separate funds.
he sticks it in his pocket and he says, "Thank you, kitty cat. I liked you." And he goes into the kitchen. You guys see... Now, when you said double, you didn't realize it was orc double, not smaller person double. So you got...
Gil likes to make figures of speech that wind up biting them. I feel like this is not out of character.
Yeah. So you guys see these... What would be considered for an orc double would be considered like a punch bowl set in front of each of you guys. Enjoy!
Thanks for that.
Oh yeah. I almost forgot. Also, out of his pocket, some spoons. Puts them on the table. Clean them this morning.
Appreciate it.
Prestidigitation make an actual flame of very small, like 11 lighters.
What is the cantrip?
Yeah, it's a cantrip. I want to just do a prestidigitation cantrip and just basically sanitize it.
Yeah, you can.
Gil just does that. No, wait, no. Mr. Orc drops the spoons, and you hear those clings. And then the next sound you hear is Gil's head on the table, and he just snaps them on fire to sanitize them. I'll stop slapping the table, but...
So the orc didn't see any of this. He's already happily back in his kitchen. Yeah. This is the best time.
Gil, or Enki, he's just kind of excited. He just starts eating with reckless abandon. Gil, you see him, he kind of just dips the spoon in there a little bit just to catch the side of the bowl and get some broth on the outside. How is it though?
It actually tastes really good. It is some perfectly cooked pigeon.
albeit pigeon soup.
Yeah, it's pigeon is actually considered fine dining.
I did not know that. In any case, Gil looks pleasantly surprised and just starts eating normally. So what's the plan, guys? He'll say. What are we doing today?
We should probably go see about a first job.
And Gil said, yeah, and I wanted a better short sword. All I got are daggers.
Alright, going by the Smiths first. What about that store that was brought up? You guys want to hit up that too?
And Gil will say, you'll have to refresh the memory. I'm still knocking ice crystals out of my brain. I'm not sure what you mean.
That store that we passed.
That was the Smith. Were you talking about the store that the
What was the order brought up?
Can we get a meta on what store was this? I don't remember another store being brought up.
There was a store that the orc brought up when you said book.
Oh, okay. So
The dictionary.
I'd assume it would just be some sort of general store or something. Gil will say, do you actually need anything from there, or are we sightseeing?
We'll sightsee and see what else this town has.
Okay, cool. So I'd like to at least see if there's a magical item or two worth scrounging in this fester.
Okay. So, where are you guys heading to first?
First off, I think we need to address just how much soup did we leave in the bowls, and is our orc friend, like, offended? Because I want to say Enki gave his best effort, but we're rolling for it.
Roll percentile.
Dose.
Yeah. That one, and then the single digit ones that are with it as well. Oh, it picked me. That's fine. The single one as well.
Oh. 94 and 50.
So 90 for Gil and 50 for Enki.
Okay, so the orc hears you guys start to leave. He's like, oh, are you done?
Yeah.
I mean, we had finished about as much as we could handle.
And he sees that Nessus's bowl is actually about 2/3 full, and Enki's is half, and Gil's is almost empty, and he's like, okay. And he just takes all the bowls and combines them, and you guys see him sit down, and he just starts to drink straight from that bowl.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I think we need to start hunting.
That sounds like a good option.
We make our way to the store of mystery, right?
This mysterious store that the orc brought up.
The general goods store? Alright.
It was either a general goods store or a bookstore.
Could have been either. But real quick, so you guys start walking. One of you three, amongst your own decision, choose whose investigation you're going to use. Whose instincts are you going to use to try to find this place?
Investigation with an intelligence mod. And my mods are 4 and 5, so I'd say Enki should probably.
Yeah, I have one.
I thought you said I won. You said I have.
I have one.
Cool.
Plus 1. So it's on him.
Yeah. 12.
So yeah, Enki actually is like, we haven't went that way. So you guys actually immediately end up finding the general goods store, and you see a sign above it that says "Bean and Gone."
Like BEAN, gone.
And gone. Bean and Gone. It's fully spelt out. It's actually a nice wooden sign on top of the building.
Dodo mascot.
Phoenix. So, you guys walk in, and this is a very, very well equipped shop. You guys just see thing after thing. Behind the glass, which is a very expensive thing for this time. Appreciate
Well, we didn't jump over the wall.
That's fair. Sorry, I was focused. So, you guys see all manners of things, except there's no armor, no potions, and no weapons here. But you see, like, rope on the wall, and roll for perception. All three of you.
Perception is...
D20.
Wisdom. I think.
And you're even
Dice
proficient.
doesn't like me.
So you have a 12.
5.
So 18 for Gil and 14 for Enki.
So all three of you notice dead center behind the glass are the showpieces. And there's a halfling. You guys can see just his head above the counter. He's just like, what can I get you?
What do you got in the showcase?
Them's my special bags. Question is, do you guys have gold? You have a lot?
We have enough to help. Why? What's so special about these bags? Says Gilgamesh.
Well, them's my prizes. And my pride and joy. One of them is the reason for the name of the shop. It's a bag of beans from one of them. Magic beans. And the other one, well, you can put things in it. And you can keep putting things. And you can keep putting things in. Just don't stop, and you can pull them out just as easy.
No finding. You don't have to jump in and like crawl around and look for them. It just manifests.
No. Adventurers sold it to me. I've kept it ever since.
Have you ever personally used it, or have you just stuck it in the shelf waiting? Sell it to the next unlucky customer.
I've used it once. It was fun.
Any extra toes, different skin color, lack of limbs?
Well, my hand's just fine.
How much for the bottomless bag?
$250.
Copper.
250 gold.
You know, I actually have a couple goblins that owe me some money, but if you will hold on to that bag for me, I, the great and powerful Gilgamesh, will be back for it.
Well, I don't do holdsies, but you should come here with the cash, and I will sell it to you.
Down payment for holdsies?
How much you got?
I can do 10 for this bag.
$20.
You look like an awful lot like the goblins. 20 gold pieces.
He takes it, and he takes the bag off, and he stashes under a counter. Kindly appreciated, sir.
And the third? Can you describe the bag, please? The third bag?
No,
the third item?
it's only those two bags.
Oh.
It's my bag of beans, bean and gone. Them's magic beans. You can do a whole bunch of things, and you know what? They decide what they want to do.
And the wildness of the bag lends to its cheapness, correct?
Nope. He grabs one of the beans out of the bag, and he throws it to the far end of his shop, and the entire shop shakes as a small explosion happens.
Like a thunderous or like fire? Like an air shockwave?
Like a grenade.
When you say like, I imagine actual beam shrapnel and damage to building.
This building is made out of actual, like, logs. Like, it's a extremely well-built place. And you felt shaking.
Yeah, but have you ever, like, seen grenade against...
I have.
Grenade v anything? Like, there's damage.
It's a D4.
Not for us, for the building. I'm saying he probably just knocked a hole in his own wall.
There's no hole, but you guys see, like, extra denting, like, and you can see denting all around the entire building. And, it appears that he does this somewhat frequently.
So there's some sort of constant to being.
One thing you can do for certain is if you throw it, Bean gets mad. Bean goes off.
How much that means?
Well, I grow myself. And they ain't cheap to grow either. 500 gold for a single bag.
Yes, and how exactly did you say you grew the beans?
I grow them in my home.
With soil and water or a sacrificial lamb?
Never trade secrets, sir.
Can I trade some secrets?
Nope. Them beans are mine.
We've seen what we can see here.
I agree.
But yeah, he also has stuff like adventures packs, rope, stuff like that there.
I can't think of anything like character would need off the top of my head that needs Smith's no.
Okay.
Cool. So, Gilgamesh will turn back to. He'll turn back towards the halfling and extend his hand and say, "Thank you for being such an understanding businessman. We will be back just as soon as our contract is finished."
Alright. I'll see you guys soon. I'm glad to hear that you passed the test. I like heroes.
As we walk out,
Yes.
Gil, who is, he's right next to Nessus. He just whispers, "Do they use the lead bowls here in this town?"
I don't know, but I really don't want to find out.
So, what are you guys gonna do now?
Make our way to Smithy.
Smith, are you guys gonna roll? Have somebody besides Enki roll for investigation to see if. Actually, no, you guys have already been there. So, yeah, you guys can just try to walk in the direction you know will take you there, or you can try to find it.
Let's just walk in the direction we know it is.
Okay, so you guys all walk past the tavern and the inn, and you go through the field.
Do you hear grumbles and like grunts and yells coming from the kitchen? Because I feel like that's audible noise from outside.
No, you only hear the orc from outside whenever he's cooking. And a lot of the town tries to fend for themselves when it comes to cooking.
So make our way over to
Yep.
Smithy.
And you see a tarped off area that has obviously his pool water, the furnace, and then a separate building building that's holding up all the tarps to the side. It's like an awning where he has all of his furnace and everything. And roll to see if Gilgamesh and Enkidu are engaged. Give me a D20 and a Constitution modifier. Okay, so they managed to not get angry at the sight of a dwarf.
But the halfling was perfectly okay. And we had no beef with him, but this one was like just like an inch shorter. This one though, this one right here almost got us mad. Almost, just because he's that short. Like this guy is
he's
too
a
short.
dwarf. He is a dwarf.
What's our beef with dwarves? I didn't think there was that.
Elves and dwarves.
Alright, whoosh, got it.
It's. I'll talk to you about it later. So, you guys see the dwarf, and the dwarf sees you,
Yes, he does.
and he stays calm too. He just goes. Let me guess. Shoes for your horses.
I mean, actually, we were looking for some short swords and all, but it seems like you'd be more apt to help us make a couple step ladders.
You know, just because I don't mind elves doesn't mean I have to be insulted.
Fair enough. My apologies. I'm vertically challenged right now. Do you have any finely crafted short swords that we can purchase from you?
I'll show you what I have. Come inside my shop.
He also giggles when he says short swords.
He just rolls his eyes and says, I'm doing what you want. Come inside. And funny enough, Enkidu is the last one coming inside the shop. And he gets the door slammed in his face by the dwarf. And he just goes, how can I help you two?
Creak. Step, step. Slam. Well, actually, I was wondering if you had anything mastercrafted, or if you're just, you know, selling normal. What's the name of this town? Mulder and Scully? What was it? Mundswler. Okay. So I was gonna say, do you have any mastercrafted items, or do you have the common Mundswler fare?
So he goes up to the shelf that he has as the star pieces. And he says, I made these and the wizard enchanted them. It's a especially strong sword right there. There's a quarterstaff right beside it. It's especially powerful too. That's my pride and joy. That's a javelin of lightning. Throw it, and you feel like a god.
Quiet, Gil will say. So the exceptionally powerful and well-carved staff was, completely overwhelming. But what is this javelin all about? 'Cause this looks nice.
Well, if you throw it once of your throws per day, it turns into a piece of lightning. The wizard was especially drunk that day and gave it an amazing enchantment. So that's been my pride and joy ever since.
Does the user control which of the throws result in lightning?
Nope, as far as I can tell, it's just your first one of the day. After that, it's just a regular javelin.
So we're going to be the 30th or the 15th or the 9th. And how much for this fine javelin for the gods?
It's 250 gold.
That is fantastic. And for the sword?
100.
And for your iron or steel short swords?
Well, let me think about it for a second.
Nessus just looks over at them and says, well, looks like we'll be back at this store too, guys.
I can't think of a short joke for that one.
In a short while.
I was gonna say that's a tall order to fill, but that one's not good. So I kind of have a short fuse when it comes to blacksmiths. It may be a minute before we come back.
Better.
The dwarf just looks at him and says, "Didn't you barely survive the wizard?"
Didn't you not get tested at all by the wizard?
Hey,
Or sorry, did they not actually have, or were the steps too tall to get up to the proving grounds? Was that it? They had a sign that said you gotta be this tall. I got it.
I can call guards in here.
You can, but the question is, will they be able to hear you from under the counter?
You threatening me, boy?
I'm not threatening. I'm just merely seeing if you're actually adequately prepared for a battle of wits.
Well, for these two, short swords are 10 gold. 20 for you.
Gilgamesh says, "Can I get 2 short swords, please?"
That'll be 30 gold.
You know that Enkidu was the one taking him off, though.
That's why he thought for a second. He's just like, 30 gold, because he doesn't seem to trust them. He can tell they're twins. He's a dwarf, not an orc.
Just like a long pause right here, however long it takes me to think of something funny.
I'll tell you what. 30 gold regular for the two. But if he apologizes, I'll have it be 25.
I think we have daggers that will suffice at these prices.
By the
Oh
way,
yeah.
with your passive perception, all 3 of the weapons up on the wall, including the quarterstaff, have magical properties.
Gilgamesh was able to infer this based on the fact that they were blue and glowing and sparkling, but... yeah. So, Enki will just kind of grumble and say, "Guys, I don't think this guy's able to see where we're coming from or what we need. I think we ought to go."
With every short joke, the price goes up.
You can keep raising the price as much as you want. You still won't be able to touch it.
Fine, only smith in town.
This town. Kidu uses cantrip of mold earth walking out the door, not to harm the dwarf, but just to scoop out a little bit of the floor below him to make him like 6 inches even shorter.
What's the details of the spell again?
The detail says the dirt isn't like erased or anything. It's less than like a 5-foot square and like a small mound, and it basically just gets picked up and magically moved right next to it without damaging force. It's literally a harmless cantrip. It doesn't have a cost.
Yeah,
either.
let me just...
So the ground moved. Let's see if they...
The ground did move, but he felt it start to move, and he jumped forward, and he just starts shouting, "Guard! Guard!"
Whoa, we actually saw his belt for a second there.
And immediately, one of the guards comes along, says, "What's the problem?"
And Gil, with his 18 charisma, would attempt to roll and see if this guy has similar negative feelings towards these filthy dwarves. And will be sympathetic towards our plight, that we were in fact being harassed and this bit of magic was in fact harmless and meant no... It was very funny. Can I roll to see if this flies?
You can roll to try to persuade him. You can use your persuasion.
5.
What's the mod?
That one with a mod of 4. 5.
Oh dear. Alright, hold on 2 seconds. I'm willing to...
Can Enki come in and try to, like, now hold on? And try again, essentially? And with the risk of also failing being a negative encounter?
No, you guys, just let me do this, alright?
Please, 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 please.
The guard sees through so easily. And he just goes, don't you 3 have a job to do rather than trying to hurt our blacksmith?
We weren't trying to hurt him, we were trying to get equipped, says Enkidu, and he was so unhelpful to the point where retribution must have been exacted in a harmless manner. We apologize for our misconduct, and we will be on our way.
No, wait, you guys are trying to get it. He looks over at the blacksmith. He says, what's the problem? Why won't you equip them? Blacksmith looks a little bit worried. Says, well, that one just spoke to you, keeps insulting me. I wanted payment for the insult. He's going to purchase my wares. So I was going to charge him extra.
And as such, I thought such a haughty man on such a high horse deserved to get knocked down a peg or two, so I simply attempted to make him slightly shorter than he is already adequately equipped.
So, guard, listening to both of you, will you sell to him fairly if he promises to stop? Because I have better things to do. Or things. That's his foot. Fine! Only if he apologizes.
And Enki says, fine, in all future negotiations, I won't even try to short sell you.
He just stares and says, I didn't hear an apology.
I didn't hear that you had wares worth buying.
I have my magical weapons and then my short swords as well.
Yes, and at this point, I feel like we could find better ones for the time we've wasted talking to someone who can't even, what was it?
The guard just puts his hand on
Who can't
Enki's
even...
shoulder and says, Beatles.
And Gil will say, I think my overambitious brother and I were getting ready to leave. Nessus?
Yes, let's go, guys. You guys have caused enough shortcomings for now.
And Enki just high-fives you.
The dwarf attempts and pitifully fails to spit at you guys, and it literally goes like a foot in front of him. Because he's just so mad. He's turning red with rage.
Yeah, whatever.
So,
we make our way then.
yeah, you guys want to keep walking around town or leave?
Oh yeah, that was our last store.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wanted a buckler, but I got sidetracked with how much I guess I surprisingly didn't like that guy. So I'm kind of ready. Did they tell us which directions the goblins were, or do we need to kind of just hunt the outskirts? Gilgamesh has got this with his great investigation. He feels like the northwest area of town is probably the area they need to head.
Alright, guys, let's head northwest then.
So you guys walk past the graveyard again, and
Gil makes a rude gesture as he passes.
I'm sure he does. And Lexi, if I may ask of you to roll a percentile, please.
Both of them.
Yes, please.
Oh no, I was saying.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, that's what I
Tell me a
meant.
number.
It's 29.
On a percentile. Wait, what was this? I don't know why we're rolling. Let's see.
So you guys are walking down the path, and you see a very angry, very agitated bugbear.
So
And-
Anki will say, "Now I thought there weren't any of these around here." And Gil says, "Well, I think we know what will be happening tonight."
Bugbears are goblinoids, man.
We'll still eat them. I already made the bugbear joke earlier. I'm gonna see this through to the end, whether it makes me sick or not. I'm not gonna let my incompetence ruin the joke.
There.
Honestly, thought bugbear would just be like a bear with insect legs or something. Never looked it up.
Well, all three of you guys, please roll for initiative.
No.
Please?
No. We get a mod on that, right?
Yes. It's your,
Middle one.
he only has one of them wrote down. It's the, Dex modifier.
17 and 24.
Okay.
Gil first. 17.
17 and 24. And then what was Ness's?
11.
I do also have orders in my head before I roll. I was like, Grain's Gil, and Gil is the mod I was going to read first. So I am doing that correctly. I'm not just, I want to put the mod on that one.
Alright. There we go. And we are going to start now.
It was gonna spill.
potion.
Your potion was gonna spill, and we were all gonna be invisible. And then how is the recording gonna happen?
That's very true. So,
Fourth
Enki,
roll.
it's your turn first.
I don't think Enki happens to know any particular weaknesses or susceptibilities of a bugbear.
Well, that's up to you. Just I can mitigate that.
Okay, cool.
I caught him off guard with that.
Well, no, I just honestly hadn't thought of what I was going to do. I was just like, wow, I rolled good for initiative. I can't wait to see how well I roll during the encounter. How far away?
5, 10, 15.
Oh, he's definitely within range.
Well, within crossbow range, but I'm wondering if he's too close.
He's too close for a crossbow. You'll have disadvantage.
Alright. Enki with cantrips or actions, right?
Yes.
Cool. I'm just going to dual wield my long staff. Quarter staff? Yeah, quarter staff.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. And try to bop him with the biggest bop I ever did bop.
So,
With my
alright.
quarter staff. For
Yep, roll
one-
d20.
1d8, right?
Yeah.
Quattro. With mod.
That's strength plus 2.
Yes.
So, wow. You have a +1 on your strength,
No, that's a 2, and I have a 2 mod.
and then you have proficiency, and that's an extra 2. So
Oh, I'm sorry. 6.
Which, yeah, you just...
Does 6 work?
No,
No?
You horribly miss.
I got you. So I got all ready, and I just whoosh. Not even close.
Yep. And now it is the bugbear's turn.
Yay!
Huzzah! Don't hurt me, Wifey. So the bugbear, he pulls out his morning star, and he's gonna swing at the dude who just tried to hit him.
That's not nice, though.
Will a 13 hit?
Actually, no.
So yeah, he just he swings and a miss.
I'm not even BSing like that. 14, so no, it doesn't.
So yeah, he just.
That would have hit Gil, by the way, so I was scared.
I'm sure it would have. And yeah, that is all for his turn. Now it is Gil's.
Okay, cool. And yeah, okay. Magic missile on Gil's part.
Okay.
And that's targeted, so even if it's like a direct shot and Enki's just right next or diagonally, he's not in any.
And they automatically hit, so you are rolling the damage on all 3 missiles since he's the only target. Unless you want to hit a friend.
And since I already happened to look up exactly what that was without having to consult my book, I already know that the damage dice belonging to Magic Missile is actually, in fact, a D4 plus 1. So 3d4 plus 1 each, right? So plus 3? Yeah. 4, 2, 1, 7, 10 damage.
So yeah, you hit the bugbear right across the chest. Choose your shots. Choose your shots. Just can't hit the hook because of damage amount.
I wasn't aiming for that one.
Okay. So you're hitting below the belt?
Yeah, I'm going for the jewels, all 3. I know it's the same damage, but I don't know.
So
this guy just looked like he needed it today.
His yell almost sounds like it went up an octave. In just sheer pain, and you can see that he is bending over, he's in pain, and you gotta remember, this is like an 8-foot tall dude covered in hair, and he's wearing light armor, and he's just like, So yeah. Are you going to move at all?
No. I'm good.
Okay. And since that is the end of your turn, Nessus.
I am going to use Thorn Whip.
That's mean. Alright. That's roll to attack, right? I'm extremely certain that's roll to attack. With your spell attack modifier.
Melee spell attack, yeah.
Okay, so roll d20 and then add your spell attack bonus.
D20?
Yep.
Hopefully this one is nicer too.
You do not get a crit success on the spell.
Yeah. I wonder how did she roll? What did she get?
Nat 20.
So yeah, you get him. Hey.
Nikki, right? Yep.
Yeah. What does
Vantage.
Thorn Whip also do? Pulls the opponent or creature 10 feet if they're of size.
Now, that means
You get
equilibrium.
Actually,
Oh, I didn't know that. I was gonna say I thought that just yanked you because you can't yank
No.
him.
Nope.
It just so it either yanks them or doesn't move anything.
also roll
it can't
your
pull you.
damage die. No, it pulls them if they're
That's what I
within
thought.
size.
Yeah, because she's much smaller than a bugbear. If I have my sizes correct.
Yeah, but she's due to the success as well.
Yeah,
She's
mine.
pulling him.
6.
And-
6? Was it decent?
Yes, 1d6.
So
Okay.
I get opportunity, though, is what you had said?
Yes, and he's going to go through the bush, and he is ending up right in front of Nessus.
Cool.
So, you are rolling a d20 with your strength and proficiency. So that's +4, I believe, total.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing with my quarterstaff since it's already equipped. 8.
Total? Yeah, you miss. You, as he's being pulled by this whip, just whew.
That was gonna be. I had a little thing too, but I'm like psyched up. I'm going in for this swing, and just a second time in a row over the head. Well, not over, I guess, because he's tall, but missed,
Yup.
and then I missed.
Swing and a miss. And now it is back to
Enki's actual turn now.
yes. You want to center him on the space directly in front of you. Thank you.
So. Oh, I don't know how that's. Yeah. Enki hasn't done Magic Missile yet.
Just remember, those are spell slots.
I know it's not a cantrip, and I was watching. Only Gil has expended 1 spell slot. I have one of technically 4 between the 2 of them done.
Sure. That's yeah.
1, 2, 6, 7.
7 damage. If I don't get any mods to damage. Just
Right.
that +3 with the d4s.
What are you aiming for? Your name anywhere.
Can I aim in the head for more
Yep.
damage, or you said no? Because
Well, it's not going to do more damage, but you can aim for the head again.
I'm behind him, though.
You can still see him. That's a bush.
That's not what I was.
Um,
So my good brother happened to get him from the front, and I gotta go, and I just gotta get him on the cheeks, but not the ones he talks with. And I
Okay.
for 7 damage.
So yeah, you see him getting blasted, and you almost see him like raise some too. That hurt a lot. He is gasping for air now. It is a little hard for him to actually focus on the tabaxi right in front of him. Will you be moving with your turn?
No.
No? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And now it is the bugbear's turn again. And let me see, he's not directly in front of you, is he?
Me, he is.
Yeah. Well, no, he's got 5 speed.
5 feet?
Yes, that.
Yeah. Okay. So he is mad at all 3 of you. But
2
he
in
is
particular.
particularly angry at Gilgamesh. So he's going to move directly in front of him.
That's fair.
And he is going to attack with his Morning Star. Will a 9 hit?
No. Oh, on Gil, yeah. Well, I don't know why I said wait. Both of them have an AC of higher than 9. It does not matter.
So-
It does not hit.
He just swings and it lands on the ground. And he yells in the face of Gilgamesh.
It's Gil's turn, right?
It is going to be... Yes, Gil's turn now.
Gil looks this 8-foot-tall monstrosity in the face after wiping the fleck of spittle off his face, and he attempts to firebolt him in the nostrils.
Okay, that's roll for his...
Yeah, to see if it. Yeah. Do I get a mod? Because it's 18. So
That's your spell attack modifier. Proficiency plus intelligence modifiers.
my character's intelligence is better than mine. So 6 on top of 18, 24.
So yeah, you hit.
I nail it for 1d10 fire damage, and I didn't get any numbers to put on top of that, sadly. But No. D10. Is that just?
Yep, that's that one.
6.
So,
Instead of, like, 6 teddy bears.
describe your kill.
Are we allowed to like reference video games on the recording?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's recommended.
Good, because that you know when you take a trophy in The Witcher and he like flicks out his tiny little knife. I say tiny because it's not the sword. Anyway, so he sent the firebolt literally up his nostrils because he just wanted it. He's going for the comical kill into his brain, and as he knocks down on the ground, he just whips out that knife in a little circle. And he's like, "I got my steaks for tonight, guys."
And
It goes black, and then you get your experience.
yep, he, needless to say, with the firebolt going inside of his head and cooking him from the inside out, he falls backwards. Now remember, he's 8 feet tall, but like, he's got 4-foot arms and legs.
In seriousness, can I harvest meat from him? Are they edible?
It won't taste good, but yes.
Are they nutritional and won't kill me?
You would have to roll, see how well you cook it, because it's a goblinoid.
I'm still gonna harvest it though. Well,
Okay.
about as. Is there a weight? I kind of want to just get like.
Treat it like chicken.
Cool. So Gilgamesh will look over at Nessus and say, "Did you want any of this? Because I can cut you like a flank steak if you need some."
I think I'm full still from this morning, so I'm good.
Okay, cool. So he'll just cut 2 steaks for him and his brother, and just kind of stash them for later after lightly salting.
Okay. Alright. And...
No, he does. Those 2 steaks he got are normal portion steaks,
Mhm.
and then he gets the biggest walloping steak because he feels like there's a big palooka that might appreciate some of this, and he does not have as refined a palate as the high elves. I think if we bribe him, he will cook this for us, and he will be happy.
Smart move. I like that. So, after killing and butchering him, that is where we are going to... Actually, real quick, I would like you to roll... All 3 of you guys, roll investigation real quick. Super fast.
No. It's like, okay, the twins are excluded from this.
What's the one?
Intelligence. Yeah. You said the 3 of you guys, and I heard 3 guys. I just looked at it too. Okay, 4 and 5. 12 and 12.
And 8.
Well, luckily the twins seem to be able to follow the very obvious stomps in the ground that is goblins, and you guys are going properly down the path. And that is all for today's session. This is Steven saying goodbye. Here one.
This is Cody saying season your bugbear steaks properly.
We'll see you next time.
Alright. Thank you all, and have a good night.